Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to, I know it should be called another version of Making Meaning, but I think this would be the inaugural real deal. I have three other people in the room, and none of them are able to really get me to get my act together. So we're going to see how this goes. My name is Joel Corda. I'm a singer-songwriter, teacher, writer here in Great Falls, Montana. I'm going to play some songs for you first. Then we're going to talk to my artist buddy, Micah Roush, and we're going to talk about some stuff coming up. First song I'm going to play for you is a song called Can't Help But Think. Thought it was gone, it's back again. Thought it was weakness, but it's strength, my friend. I can't help but think those things you said to me, and I can't help but think of the ways we can be free. Just hoping the road would stem the call. Just hoping the journey would be bound for all. Well, I can't help but think you smile at me. Well, I can't help but think of the ways we can be free. Whoa, 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 whoa. You got it all straight in your head. Someone's pain, it's over when you're dead. Well, I can't help but think of the different ways to see. Well, I can't help but think the difference between you and me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Build a home, walls and all. Build a life, watch it fall. Well, I can't help but think of that joke about making a plan. Well, I can't help but think that God is just a stubborn man. Oh, 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 Woo. All right, so I got two friends here, along with Micah. Well, three friends really. Micah's a third friend, but my friend Seth Lutter has been helping me put this together. I gotta say, organization-wise, he has put me ahead by, I should say, something that would probably take me 90 hours, it seems to take him too. And Tim is the guy that's been helping me. Tim Lee's the guy that's been helping me from the beginning, set all this up. And I'll tell you, every time they come in, I'm trying to give them more complicated stuff to do. So you're going to see stuff moving around tonight, which it's going to be great. It's going to be messy. We're going to get better every week. I'm excited about that too. I want to play for you now. I'm going to play for you a song that I think I first recorded over 30 years ago. Yeah. Late in the night, you can't hold her. Smell of sin still in the air. Late in the night, you can't know her. She ran away, mumbling that name. Get back, baby, everything's alright. Just come back, baby, it's all okay. Well, in her head, she loses words now. Pillars of stone, long dead. Son of a bitch, I told you so. Son of a bitch, I can't let go. And it crawls to the wooden floor. She crawls to the wooden door. Finds her feet and then takes flight into the star and moonlit night. Son of a bitch, I can't let go. Son of a bitch, told you so. I got faith right to the core. I got faith, nothing more. Well, I got faith right to the core. Well, I got faith, nothing more. All of this, nothing more. All of this and nothing more. Son of a bitch, I told you so. Son of a bitch, I watched you go. All right. Woo! So a lot of what we want to talk about on the show, Making Meaning, is a lot about the things that happen to us and then the art that we make out of the things that happen to us. So lots been going on. Kind of a spoiler alert to something going on with Micah is I've been writing a bunch of new songs, and I'm thinking of premiering them in a different way than I have before. And that is, instead of just going to the studio and putting together a proper album, I think I'm going to go and play them live and record it and put it out as an album that way, which I don't know if that's riskier or I I don't know what I'm thinking. But we'll see. More of that with Micah. I want to play Nadine's favorite song. Nadine, my wife's favorite song, is a song called Be Here Now. And yeah. Stepping stone values, tenderness lost. It's been a spell since I slowed it all down. I looked on your face, to look on your face. The care, the time, the intent, the thought, baby, I can be here now. 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 It's kicking up a gate from the outside world. From within, never been without. I can count on one hand the times when we've lost the thread, but countless are the times I've assumed. Hey, baby, I can be here now. 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 You've given much more than you've taken. I can't really say the same. It's not that these pillars are shaking. It's the eye that's occasionally sane. So put down those dishes, we'll turn off the TV. We'll let the boy play in traffic for a while. Let's turn on some music, let's move for a while. 'Cause these moments won't always be here and now. I can be here 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 now. Woo! Nothing like applauding for yourself. All right, let me get this. A little bit. Hold on. If I can. How's it? If I get. I got it. Done. If I could just. Guys, guys, it's just. I'm just not smart. Okay.
It's a tailor. They don't want to let go.
So, a couple things going on. We've talked about the weight loss on here a little bit. I am officially down 125, which is lovely. Got to be careful, though. I've been slipping. My kid's birthday was yesterday. He turned 21, which is pretty wild. There's been cake. Cake's been involved. Just got to watch. I was up at 4:20 this morning, lifting, swimming. So that stuff's going good. Pretty excited about it. I want to show a couple things that Mike is doing that I think is going to be pretty cool. We're going to talk about this. He's going to start putting out monthly. Should we do the switchy? He's going to be putting out monthly artwork, kind of mini art. He was calling it, correct? Mini art prints. Mini art prints. We're going to talk about, but this is one. This is a good example of one of those. He has. What am I going to show here? Yes, he has been doing for years. He took some time off, but he does this thing called the Drink and Draw, and that is he's been doing it at Luna Coffee Bar. I know that they're starting another one up at kind of Keller Guys. Have you gone to that one too?
Yeah. The guy who started that one kind of he's came to this.
He's part of it with Josh. We're talking about Josh here. Yeah. Okay. And the thing that I really want to talk about is this. So I commissioned Micah to help me with this this project I'm talking about, writing a bunch of songs and getting us to a place where we can have some artwork. Because as Tim was putting out, I'm sure I could have done AI, but if you look at the work that's coming up here, this is a person making this with a artistic soul. And we just had a brief conversation about what I wanted. And this is what we're working on right now. And I wanted him to stop right there because this is the fun stuff that I want this show to be about, the things that we're talking about. So let me change positions and I'll have you hit the scene for me. Thank you. Seth's going to take over for that. I'm moving, people. People, I'm moving. Here we go. I'm moving. Seth, I'm moving.
Tim does not approve of AI for artwork, just to say.
I don't know that anybody does. Test. Oh, look at me. I'm good. Yes, we are good to go.
Is it working?
Let me see. Say, speak.
Test.
Yeah, you're good.
All right, cool.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Mike, there's
this. Like hold this, but I'll figure it out.
You'll be all right. I can see your levels right there.
All right, cool. My levels are good.
You're good. So, Micah, let's talk about a lot of different things before we get back to the artwork. So, first of all, we met. I now know it's 2 years ago, and I know that because I'm reading the bottom of this piece that you made for me.
Oh yeah, I think we met a little bit before that.
We did because I had to commission this.
You did.
So all right, let me show you this, my people. Can you see it? Okay. So I went to. There's an event here called Arts on Fire, and actually the one is coming up in.
Oh yeah,
2 weekends.
Right. 2 weekends.
Because you're in Lewistown this weekend.
Yeah, this coming weekend is going to be Choke Cherry Festival in Lewistown, and then next weekend is going to be Arts on Fire, the 13th, I think. Yeah.
So 2 weeks ago, I took 2 years ago, I went to the Arts on Fire, and I was looking at all the booths. I was really drawn to Micah's stuff, and we had not met up to that point. I'd seen your stuff.
No, actually, maybe that might have been the first time.
I think that was the first time.
Yeah, that was the first time.
Then I started.
And then we met again at Luna. Yeah.
Because there's an artist group there. Okay, so, but he had this cool critter that he was putting his cards in.
Yep.
And I was like, I want that. He said, I'm not selling that. I go, why is it in your booth then? And then that's kind of what happened. But I said, would you make me one? And this thing, it glows in the dark. I was going to take this with me to the SIP so I could put my cards in it. But the thing is, I like this thing too much.
Don't want it to disappear.
To have it around drunk people. It would break my cool. What are you calling him? Because there's frog, there's creature,
like a weird
there's
little demon frog thing. I don't know. I call it like a monster frog, demon frog. I don't know. It's
anyway. I love it, and I'm not willing to.
It's been rolling around in radioactive stuff of some sort. It glows, so I don't know.
It's pretty great. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
So I met him there, commissioned with him immediately. Loved his stuff. Met him again at the. Luna. At Luna.
Yep.
There was an artist.
Matt introduced us a second time.
Yes.
Yep.
Matt's the owner of Luna Coffee. And from there, just, much of as supportive as I can be. I have 3 of your prints on the wall out there.
Mm-hmm.
By the way. Yeah.
Yep.
Nadine last year for my birthday got me those. Anyway, so let's talk. What was your training? Where did you start with your artistic?
Oh, well, I mean, I've always kind of done art I've always been drawing. I think like one of my earliest memories is like kind of growing up. Like I remember we had like these rolls of like butcher paper, and lived in a trailer, and it was like in a cupboard. I had crayons and stuff, and I'd like roll it out, and I'd sit there and draw and like rip pieces off and sit and draw on the kitchen floor. And I used to always liked art. I remember I was like competitive too with it, because I remember I was like in the first grade, and like everyone knew me as like the artist.
The art kid.
Yeah. And there's this kid that drew this reindeer that blew my mind away. It's like, how did I do that? And I was like, I was kind of like mad. I was like,
Well,
kind
he's
of like
bucking
whatever.
for
Yeah.
number one.
And then so I was just like, I gotta draw more. I gotta draw more. So like, and so it's just always been like a thing I gotta do. And then so when I got older, I ended up, I wanted to do video games.
Yeah.
And but I at the last minute of high school, I kind of faltered. My mom was like, "Well, there's this good video game place in Minneapolis."
Okay.
But there's no campus. It's like, so I was just like going from a town of 2,000 people growing on a farm. I would have to go to Minneapolis and find an apartment. And I was just like, it was just too scary. So I ended up going to Bozeman for graphic design. And then I dropped out the first year. And then I came back and I did a 2-year degree in programming in community college.
Yeah.
And I hated that. But I went through with all.
Some good teaching in there, or?
It wasn't like super good per se. I mean, like it wasn't like I ended up not really liking it. It wasn't like super great.
Yeah.
But then down the road, I ended up after a while, I ended up going to community college in Kalispell.
Nice.
And I did graphic design again, and I kind of like reignited that, and I was kind of interested. And once I got my associate there, I was like, you know, I'm gonna try it again at Bozeman. And so I went back to Bozeman, but the entire time I was like drawing and
You
doing
were
things.
always making stuff.
And all that art and all that drawing was what got me the jobs. It was never the
Never
do you
the
know
degree.
Photoshop? They're like, we really like your drawings.
Right.
And so, and I think that's how I got my first design job with the Museum of the Rockies, with the exhibits department. They're outdoor with the house and everything. I can't remember what it's called. But it's kind of like an old it has like the gardens and everything like that.
Okay.
I made a illustrated map of everything.
Oh,
And
that's super cool.
then they're like, hey, like we have an exhibits graphic design position. You interested? And I'm like, yeah. So that's kind of the start of it. And
How long did you do that job?
I want to say it was for a few years.
Great.
Yeah. And then and I was doing it while I was going to college.
Yeah.
And then so I was doing that. And then right out of college, I got a really good paying job at a job I didn't really like. It was making casino game art
Okay.
for like, you know, like slot machines and stuff
Really?
like that. Yeah. And they paid really well. And I still remember like,
Wait a minute. Gambling pays well?
I guess. And but yeah, no,
On that side of it.
yeah. And so it was, I wasn't crazy about the job. Like I'm not really a huge gambling, and there's certain things about I wasn't comfortable with.
Sure.
But they're like, hey, we're gonna offer you the job, but you don't have experience. And so we're gonna start you off a little lower. And I'm like, okay, I guess sure. And they're like, we're gonna start you off at 50 grand a year. And I'm like, holy cow. I was like, oh yeah, I can live with that. Right out of college, I was like, yeah, I could do that.
That could be doable.
Yeah. And so I did that for about 8 months, and then we were gonna put offering on a house.
Yeah.
We're outside in Gallatin Gateway, we're outside Bozeman. And literally the next day, my work was like, we want all artists to move to the home station in Reno.
Oh.
And I was like, I don't want to live in Reno. And they're like, cool, you're fired. And so that was really hard.
Listen, artistic integrity. This is what we're doing right now.
Yeah. And so but yeah, and then so I think it was like 3 or 4 months I was looking for work. It was hard.
Yeah.
It was a really rough time of my life. And then I found a graphic design job, like in-house design. They didn't pay anywhere near as good.
Sure.
But it was within my degree.
Yeah.
And I did that for a few years, and that was good. I liked some of that. We worked with a lot of the bigger like resorts in the Bozeman area. And I did some different design work. I did worked on the illustrations on the Streamline bus, and I got to use some of my art again, and that's what got me in the door was my art.
Yeah.
My drawing and illustration. And then after I was done there, I started doing freelance for a while and did that up until COVID.
Yeah.
And then things kind of fell apart there. And then from there, I kind of became a stay-at-home dad. My wife at the time, we kind of swapped parental roles, and she got done with her stuff. And yeah. And now in the last year, I've been trying to refine myself and figure out who I am and figure out my career. And I kind of somehow ended up in tattooing, which was a whole other thing. I never planned to be a tattoo artist.
Right. But people, again, wasn't it your art? People are like,
yeah, it was my art. Again, it was just, I happened to be in a tattoo shop getting a tattoo, and we just, the owner and I just start talking, and we're
talking about Chad, by the way.
Yeah, we are.
I've known Chad for years.
And so, in his background's graphic design.
Yeah.
And so we just kind of clicked, and then, so I've been doing that for over a year and a half now, but I have a bunch of other side projects now too that I'm doing and trying to build up in the background, because I have other goals and other things I want to do. And I'm now in the last year or so trying to figure out who I am, what I want to do.
Yeah.
And
well, you're going through, I don't know how much you want to announce, but there's a major rebrand you're working on. You're working on going back through the old stuff.
You're
getting your stuff out.
I'm trying to this last year, like I said, I'm trying to figure out what more I want out of life. I've been this last year, I've kind of gone through some things, some big life changes, and I'm trying to started doing therapy and all this other things. And so I'm trying to figure out who I am, what I want out of life.
Therapy helps?
Apparently.
I'm going back next week. So
nice. Yeah, it does help. It's really good. I was never one for the idea of therapy, but then I went and I'm like, wow, this works.
It's interesting. It's interesting that it was still pretty much a stigma, even us growing up.
Yeah. And I think for me too, because during all that time too, I was also in the military for 6 years.
That'll do it.
And
they don't like that. They don't like
they say, take care of your mental health, but if you were I'm having an off day, they don't like that. So but yeah, I'm rebranding everything, working on a rebrand. I wanted to do something more playful, more towards kind of the vibe and the feeling that I want to go for. And I also want to make an art business where I make my own artwork, sell my own artwork, also teach art.
Yeah.
And then make it so it's just more mobile, so I can kind of be anywhere.
So you can be the guy in a van by the river, but any river, that river doesn't need to be in one place.
Yeah, and that's funny you say that, because I've actually that's one of the ways I've described this vision in my head of I want to be, in have a nice camper van, not necessarily living in a van, but a nice camper van, traveling around, being on a beach next to a campfire, and putting the last little bits on the project, upload it, be done with the day, close it, grab my boogie board and run out into the waves and just enjoy the ocean. And then, just spends the evening looking at the stars next to the ocean and camping on the beach.
Sounds great.
Yeah. And so
that's
goal. I mean,
it's great.
One of the things I'd like to do.
I think one of the words you said to me when we were talking a little bit about this before was in the art whimsy.
Mm-hmm.
Whimsy and lightness, and
because
we got all the darkness in there, right?
Yeah, and that's, I like both. I with all my stuff, I usually or how I usually describe it is whimsical and fantastical with a touch of darkness. So
this leads us into our work pretty greatly.
Yeah,
pretty greatly.
Good
Lord.
Sure, we'll go. You can go with that.
What's this for? A word good in here.
Yeah. Greatly. It works. I knew what you meant.
Sure. Can you tell that getting back to teaching is wearing me out from the just the reps of
I bet. Yeah. Those kids wear you out just being around.
They do a little bit.
Yeah.
It's still fun. Okay. So one thing I love about that, we haven't talked about this. I saved it for the pod, bro.
Nice.
Bro.
Okay.
Saved that for the pod. So we had talked about this idea of dancing with ghosts.
Yeah.
I very barely described it to you at all.
Yeah.
How would you say I described it to you?
I mean, you kind of gave me the gist of it. You didn't really. You didn't really give me like a vibe. You didn't really just. You're just kind of like I kind of like had this like imagery of kind of like the idea of like maybe possibly like me like dancing with like spirits or ghosts.
Yes.
It's kind of going to be like from like my music. It's kind of going to be like, yeah. But and it also needs to be like for like shirts and albums and like
Yes.
graphical, like usable.
We're
Across like multiple platforms.
Yes, we're using, and what I love too is we talked about. This is a big deal to me. Like Tim is anti AI and the like for artists. I want to know artists. I want to work with artists. I want to have the back and forth.
Yeah,
because there's something that happened that wasn't really what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But I like it better.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Which you know what I mean though.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's something that can
The
happen.
pleasant surprise.
Hey Seth, will you pull up hit that again? Okay, so in this, what I love about it is he is taking kind of an image that I have cultivated of the sip and dip guy, like the fun guy, party guy.
Yeah.
And in my head, it was going to be more somber
Okay.
and like bigger and darker. But honestly, this is better because one of the ghosts I'm dancing with, and one of the reasons I want to do this show is to build my own identity outside of what I'm doing at the SIP.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like the SIP is a very specific job. You know, it's the tourist trap. It's not a tourist. It is a tourist trap. It's like our Disneyland.
But it has its own vibe.
If you Google where should I go in Great Falls, the first thing that's going to come up is the Sip and Dip Lounge. You're going to see mermaids at the bar. You're going to see, and I'm wearing shirts like I am in that picture. And that's the fun party guy that I am from 7 to 10 every Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
Playing what people want. Yes, I play originals. No, they don't tell me what to play, but that job is pretty specific.
Yeah.
It dictates to you what you need to be. I want to build my own, because I've been writing music for my whole life. It's totally different than what I do at the Sip and Dip.
Yeah.
You know, the 3 songs that I played in a row at the beginning, those are different than what I'm doing at the Sip and Dip.
Yeah.
I would mix one of those in like maybe every 45 minutes, half an hour. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
So in a way, one of the ghosts I'm dancing with in that photo is the image that I have been projecting in that job.
Okay. Yeah.
So part of it is like killing that to build this. And I just there's something to that. And all of this is coming from, and I told you a little bit about it, but my dad dying back in June, and just the music that has been coming out of me. And I didn't want all the sad stuff from the beginning. It's starting to be like more joyful music.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to the time in October. Seth is working with me pretty closely on this too. The backwards design of we're going to find the place. We're going to record the thing. We have your images. You've told me you're going to show up and sign some posters and shirts.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
I just like that better as a happening, as a artistic statement from you, from me. Working with the Spacement guys who we interviewed last time, and they're sponsors of the show. Oh, my dad. Sponsors of the show. I just like working with real people, real artists, and making something that there's something that your art is doing to the music now.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah, definitely. I think so. Yeah, it kind of adds a little bit of soul from other people into the one thing.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of like it kind of makes a combination of everything and everyone, and kind of gives it a little bit more depth and everything, and like more story.
Yeah. Were you ever a theater guy?
I played a pirate once in high school.
That whole thing of like we're putting on a show right here, and it's going to be like whatever anybody can do, you're bringing to the table. It's more elevated version of that. It's why I like making shows. So I like writing the shows and producing them and putting them up. It's why I like doing this. It's like, what else would I be doing on a Tuesday night but bothering my friends to get them to run the technology that I don't understand?
That's all right. That works.
This is going to be a ongoing progress and process, because we haven't come up with the final one. I think we're close.
Yeah, I think we are. There's a few other things I want to do with it, kind of add a little bit more dimension to it, I think.
Okay.
and I'll kind of play around with it some more, and then we'll kind of see like how you feel about things and how we want to like use it for different like platforms as like a sticker, like
Yes.
shirt,
Sticker, shirt.
all the different things.
It could be a good hat.
There it would be. So
You get
do
that.
that. Like
It's gonna
we can
be. We're gonna do vinyl on this bad boy.
oh, nice
Live
So-
vinyl. So it's. I'm pretty excited about the whole thing.
Yeah. So I think it'll be really fun to like play around with and see what all we can use it for.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I've got your commitment on showing up. Then I'm gonna have you back here.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I will have my poop together
Okay.
more so that we can put more of your stuff up there and talk more about your journey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hate that. We need a better word.
Journey.
You got a better word for journey?
Adventure. I
Okay,
don't
the
know,
hero's
something-
journey is the
something.
whole. It's always stuck in there. Anything you want to add before I get us out of here and let you out into the night?
Not that I can think of. I mean,
Okay.
unless there's something you
So this weekend you're at
the choke chair
in Lewiston.
in Lewiston. Yep. So I got that. That'll be a pretty big event. So been working on getting a bunch of art to sell there and everything. So I got a bunch of originals, a bunch of prints, a bunch of stickers. I make a little bit of everything.
Awesome.
And then next weekend will be Arts on Fire. And then at some point in time I need to figure out when the drink and draw thing is. I need to figure out that.
Tell them a little bit about Drink and Draw, what that's all about, because it's cool.
Yeah. So I started a couple years ago, and basically I kind of started because like sometimes being an artist, you kind of it's lonely. Sometimes you're creating by yourself, and
Yep.
sometimes or a lot of times artists can be a little introverted and
Or prickly.
and so and sometimes it's just easier to get out and like do things when you with people and like get to know people when you know that they have shared interests,
Yeah.
because it gives you like a talking point.
Yes.
And so I thought that we didn't really have anything, and I kept looking, and I was like, you know what, there isn't one there, so I'm just going to do it myself. And so I started the Drink and Draw and did it once a month for over a year.
Love it.
And then I kind of like put it on hold for about 8 months when I was kind of going through life stuff.
Yeah.
And then I started back up a couple months ago, and I think we're on. Well, this will be the third one. This in September.
Yeah.
Since starting it back up, but that was like really important. I had like tons of people come to me and be like this has gotten me out of my house. I've been looking
Yes.
like for something like this. Like I love being able to come and like talk to other artists, and then it's not just drawing, which that's what I really love, because I tell people all the time, like I make a prompt every night. It's like
Yeah.
weird, but like it's just to get the creative juices flowing. And but like I tell them, like, you don't have to draw. And so like we've had people paint, we've had people collage, we've had people scrapbook, we've had people put together an RC car.
Yeah.
We like, and it's just to come together, be creative, share some coffee, share some drinks, and just kind of like network and like see the other artists in your community.
Well, just hear that other people are going through what you're going through.
Well, that too. And like, because I know that's like been a big thing too, is like there's some artists where they're like, man, I'm like struggling with this project, or I'm struggling like creatively with this, or like I've even had people been like, I started like drawing in Procreate. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't like, I'm struggling with that. And I'm pretty versed in like Photoshop and Illustrator and Procreate.
Yeah.
And like, so there's been nights when I've been like, I'm like, well, like here, I can show you a few things.
Yeah.
And like, so,
The teacher part.
yeah. And
Yeah.
so, and that's something I want to do more eventually too, is like,
Yeah.
once I figure out stuff, maybe like offering like local art classes, or like, just about drawing or painting, and then maybe even doing another art club. That's one of the things I've been thinking about lately too, of like, because I like painting or painting. I don't get out a whole lot, but I like to do more.
That's
And
awesome.
like, I like to be able to like, possibly like just go out and tell everyone like, hey, I'm going to go draw cool architecture downtown at this time on this day. Anyone who wants to join me, come join me.
I love it.
And so, yeah, just trying to build more community in Great Falls and kind of make more creativity in Great Falls, I guess.
Okay. No, I think it's great.
So
Micah, I admire your work.
Well, thank you very much.
I also, I'm going to say something that's probably going to embarrass you, but like I also admire how you're talking, you're talking about. You had some rough stuff,
Yeah.
rough times, and it's not. There's no bitterness there, and I
No,
enjoy
no.
that about you, that you're processing everything through your art and through being a positive person.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
It like it's yeah no and yeah I think with the stuff that I was going through was it is kind of like tough stuff. It's like and everything, but like I've always been. I feel like for the most part I've always been a pretty positive person.
Yeah.
And things are rough and like but I'm also pretty adaptive and everything and like again therapy helps.
Well, and you also it gave you this goal that you were never going to have.
Yeah.
You know, this dream that you have of,
Yep.
of the van and the boogie boarding and
Yep.
being
And
mobile
and kind of just being a
it's awesome.
traveling wild creature, I guess.
Yeah. Thanks for your time.
Likewise. Thanks for having me on. I'm looking forward to next time.
You'll be back.
I will be.
All right.
So
thanks everybody for joining in.
We're looking.
We'll see you next Tuesday at 7.
All right.